It is day number 18, my friends. How are you feeling? I hope that you've learned new things about your body. That is my ultimate goal, is to just learn about your body and have fascination for everything that it can do and really understanding the different connections and how those vulnerable connections can get stronger when you know how they connect to the body. So today we are going to use the ball. If you don't want to use the ball, you don't even have to use the ball. You can do it without props. Just know the prop is always in there to help support you. Eventually, you want to take it away and see how the body moves. So I'm okay if you don't want to do it with the prop. Not a problem. Okay, we're going to focus a bit on extension today just to really feel that oppositional energy in the body. But we're going to do it in a flow sequence so that we can keep your body moving, because these last few days, that's what we're doing. We are flowing, making sure you feel strong and good. Okay, so let's get started. We're actually going to start without the ball and just connect to your mat. Remember, mat is also a prop. So how can you connect to it more and use it to your advantage? You're never just lying and hanging out. Feel the difference. Like, you're lying, you're hanging out, right? Yeah. What happens when you connect? Okay. You press your feet into the mat, pushing the heels to the seat to the heels, anchoring the back of the pelvis, anchoring the ribs, the shoulders. And then you're reaching your arms long, pressing the palms down, then press the upper arms down. Notice when you did that, did your ribs pop? Keep those ribs in. See how active this is? So with oppositional energy, you're reaching your tail to the opposite side of the wall. You're reaching your head in opposition. So those 2 points are pulling away from one another, okay? And then you have your center in, but you have that length. We're always trying to create the longest spine we can, right? So as you're here, can you breathe into your ribs, but keep that oppositional energy? Exhale. Wow, that felt a little different for me today. How about you? So when you do your Pilates class, you can have a different focus every time. It actually changes the feel of the workout. It's so cool. That's why I don't like to change the movement too much. So I want you to see the movement in all different ways, right? How we look at things can change things. So let's look at these exercises from that oppositional energy point of view, okay? You're still getting the 360-degree breath, still pulling that center in. But what happens when you do that and create the longest spine you can? Arms stay down, upper back stays down. Inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling, close those fingertips. Exhale, reach back and circle around. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Reverse it. And then let's anchor those arms down, upper arms down, reach to the palms, the fingertips. And we're going to inhale, start to curl the pelvis up. Exhale as we lift it up. Inhale, stay for your breath. Create that oppositional energy. Tail, head. And then exhale, keep that length, keep that oppositional energy as you roll down through the spine. Still keeping the upper arms down, the palms down, the feet down. But now you have this little extra focus. This is how you could do basic exercises for the rest of your life and still change your body. Pilates is amazing for what it can do for your body. You can always find something new to work with. Never gets boring. All right, so stay here. All right, and then we're going to close our legs together and then come up to your toes and just let your knees fall to one side, but your upper body's going to stay where it is. And if you want, you can even take your arms out like a low V, really anchor the arms as you just tip the knees over. So we're trying to keep the knees on top of each other. So it's the pelvis that lifts up and over, okay? And you're really anchoring that upper body, filling the body with breath. And if you want a little extra challenge to this, you can bring those legs up, and it's in a tabletop version, but only if that feels good. And the knees stay on top of each other. So it's the pelvis up and over. One hip presses down, the other lifts up, and we take it over. Shoulders stay down, they're anchored on your back. And then go ahead, bring those legs down. Good. Bring the arms in. All right. And then from here, I just want you to start to lift your head, neck, and shoulders. So we're just curling the head, neck, and shoulders up. We're flexing, but we're really trying to lift out of the crown of your head. And in opposition is the tailbone. So can you create your oppositional energy even though you're flexing up? So even though these 2 points are coming closer, you still have that stretch away. And now let's reach the arms. And we come up, plant those feet down, heel to seat, seat to heels. Oh yeah. Good. Grab one thigh and continue to roll up as you pull on that thigh. Let's take the ball behind our back. And again, you can do this just in a flat back. You don't have to come over the ball. Hands behind the head. Place the weight of the head in the hands in the head. And we're going to take it over on an inhale. Stretch out of your head. So now I'm reaching out of the head, but I'm reaching out of my tail at the same time. And I'm keeping that sensation even when I come up. So play with it. Go at a pace where you can really feel that oppositional force. I don't like to use force. I shouldn't say that. There's no force in Pilates. Just feeling that energy. And that energy helps create the longest spine you can, even though you're flexing up. I'm going to do 2 more. Weight of the head in those hands. And I'm going to stay flexed up. Okay, we're going to go into our 100 here. You can go flat on your back. You don't need the ball. Your legs can be long. They can be up. They can be whatever you want. All right, so do your 100 wherever you want today, and we're just going to pump. So today, I just want to kind of focus on that oppositional energy, right? With all my other principles. Arms on the back. Feeling the flexion from my center, not my shoulders rounding forward, not yanking my neck. Hips pulling together, heels are down, all that wonderful stuff, right? I'm going to try to find myself, try to get longer, even though I'm going to try to lift higher. What does that feel like for you? Just kind of play with it in your body. And then you take it down. All right, we're going to start some roll-ups here. So curling up, arms stay on your back, lifting your body up and over, squeeze those hips up and over. From your center, you scoop it in, and then we take it back. Find your rhythm. Remember, we want to try to get a bit of a flow today. So there'll be some exercises I stop and talk about, others I just want you to feel it in your body and go. We're going to do 5. And then as you roll down, I'm going to get rid of the ball here and take it on down. Good. All right. So bending your legs, taking the ball underneath your pelvis. You don't have to put it under your pelvis. You can do it without a ball or hands under your hips. All right. And I'm going to pull those legs in. Grabbing that ball, keeping it nice and stable. Take your legs to a tabletop position. And then from here, I just want you to reach one leg up and feel how the connection of that leg is from your center. And then bend it in. And then other side, reach from your center. All right, one more each side. So you have the back of the leg active as well as your center. All right, so now we're going to reach both legs, squeeze them together, lift up to find your center. Okay, keep that center connected as you bend down and reach up. Bend down and reach up. Now you're going to bend down, reach up, hold it up there. All right, and now start to lower those legs, and you're reaching them away from your center, right? So you're going to go to that point where you really can stay connected, stretch it longer from your center. But as you stretch longer from your center, your low back's going to want to arch. You're going to pull that in and bring it back up. And reach. And pull. Press your upper arms into the mat as well as your upper back. And I'm trying to find my oppositional energy, right? So it's not the toes that are reaching away, it's actually from your center. And you're trying to stretch that energy away as you anchor the top half of your body and reach that in opposition and just hold there. Can you get longer in your opposition, but you pull that center in more? Ooh, yeah. Keep playing with that sensation. Maybe you can get a little lower each time. Maybe. If not, no worries. Sometimes I like to stay and just really feel it. Now you're going to hold it down there wherever you can. And then just open, squeeze the ankles and inner thighs. Oh, yeah. From your center, right? Oh, 2 more. And then from your center, pull it back up, bend those knees, and pull it in. Good. All right, let's take away the ball now. And hopefully that can help you feel your pelvis anchored a little bit more, okay? So now, if you did this without the ball, you're going to do it again. All right, and we're really going to anchor here and feel how much more challenging it is. All right, so one leg reaches up from your center. Switch. Good, now you're going to do both from your center. How you feel that? And then bring it in and lift. Upper arms anchor, upper back. Feel free to take your hands underneath your hips if you need to. You're going to hold it up there and just hold. And now try to lower the legs again. You're not going to go as low as you did before, but squeeze those hips. And now can you really stretch from your center and then pull it back in? Press from your center and pull it on in. Oh, yeah. We got 2 more. Sometimes the smallest range of motion is more work. Bend from your center and then just hug those hips in and feel yourself rock back and forth, okay? Very good job. All right, now grab those thighs, curl your chin to your chest, and then just roll yourself up. And we have a little rolling a ball. We have to roll on that spine a little bit after all that work. But if you don't want to roll, just feel free to go into your elbow or go into half rollbacks. All right, whatever feels good. Pull the heels to the seat, chin towards your chest, and now your longest flexion. Can you find that opposition? That's the same idea. The opposition, you're reaching out of your tail, right? It's the same idea as pulling the tail to the ceiling. All those cues I've used in the past, just helping you create that longest flexion. 2 more. Good. All right, so now we're going to take our feet down, and you're going to slowly make your way down through your low back. Grab your thighs through your low back, and then just end where your shoulder tips are right off the mat. All right, and then just pull one leg in, pull the other leg in, and grab those thighs. Push your hands into your thighs and your thighs into your hands, and elbows wide, and try to pull your chest up a little higher. All right, one leg in, one leg out, and hold. As we pull it in, I want you to pull that belly in. Try to get your spine longer in opposition. And as you do that, can you pull your chest up higher? Pull, 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 pull. Good. Pull, pull. One more each side. Good. And give yourself a little breather. All right. So Grabbing behind the thighs, take an inhale. Exhale, flex up. All right, now hands into the thighs, thighs into the hands. Find your back. So your elbows are wide to find your back muscles. Now try to pull your chest up a little higher. Now you're going to keep your chest there and you're going to really get that spine even longer as you stretch the legs out. Stretch them. Get longer in your spine. Pull your ribs back. Lift your chest and try to find a longer spine. And then pull back in and stretch. Pull back in, stretch. 2 more. Is your chest lowering? Try not to. 1 more. Good. Grab those thighs. Curl yourself up. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. All right. So we're going to get up nice and tall. We're going to flex our feet. So anchoring the hips, lifting up tall, flexing, the longest flexion, right? So my tailbone pushes down to the floor. My head reaches up to the ceiling. That same sensation, even though I'm flexing, pulling those ribs back, lifting the ribs up away from the thighs. Good. And come on up. Come to those tippy toes and then pull back your center a little bit and then take one leg up to tabletop, one leg up to tabletop. Can we keep ourselves here? And just really try to pull from the center and stretch one leg up from your center. Can you feel your belly help do that? So that it doesn't matter if the leg is straight or bent. Doesn't matter. Do you feel that center? Try the other leg. So what I often see is this or this through changing the shape of the spine. But if you can really find that reach from your center, doesn't matter if it's straight or bent. Now try both. Good. Bring legs together. Let's lie down on our back and find the reach of our legs like we've been doing. Pull from the center. Bend the knees. Try it again. Try to stretch up from your center. And if you need your legs a little bent, that's fine. All right, 1 more. Now stay there. Lift your left hip, just like we did in the beginning with bent legs. Come back to center. Other way. Up and over. Doesn't have to be far. Up and over. One more each side. Come to center. Bend those legs. Hands on the thighs. Pull the chin to the chest. And then find that spine stretch forward position again. Arms wide. Rotate and dive it. Longest flexion. Your pulsing comes from your center, not from your arms. Good. One more each side. Are your hips turning with you? Try not to. Good. Come to center. We're going to turn it to our stomach and place the ball underneath our chest. And it's just going to help you get a little bit more range of motion. Remember, we're focusing a little bit on extension today. So allowing the chest to go down, your legs reach long, turn the inner thighs up. So you're reaching long in your tail, right? Your tailbone reaches, pubic bone's heavy, and then reach out of the crown of the head. So as you start to make your way up, can you find that oppositional? So I'm just going to stay in a hover first. Really find the reach and opposition of the spine. Pull the center in. Now keep that sensation even though you're pushing your chest forward. So use the brain to help connect to your movement. What does it mean to feel oppositional energy as you're lifting? And it feels different for all of us. We connect differently, so just play with it. I might do my last 2 without the ball just to see how it feels without. Can I get that same sensation? And lower. Now my arms are going to go onto the ball. I'm going to bring my legs a little bit closer together. Same oppositional reach. Now pull your arms onto your back, and as you lift, the arms stay on the back. You just press forward with the chest. So you're taking the stability of the arms away, so it's a little bit more work in the center. Same idea with everything else. I'm going to do 2 more. Sit back, give it a good stretch. Spin it around. All right, I'm going to take the ball just right there between my heels so I can give my inner thighs a good stretch. All right, and then just bend your legs a smidge and see how tall you can be. And you're going to interlace your fingers behind your head. So I'm going to place my weight of my head in my hands in my head, so I can really activate my back muscles. Heels are digging in, hips are active, and you're going to stretch long. And again, that oppositional energy out the tail, out the head, center pulls in, right? And then we come right back up. So we do a lot of hinging in our everyday life. And so much of our hinging when we're not aware comes into the low back, strains right into the low back. Can you not have that happen here by activating all those muscles that we worked on all week or month? Hips, seat, hamstrings, belly, back, right? And then one more time. And then just scoot your butt forward a little bit, roll down. You're going to take the ball under your hips again. You can also do this with your hips flat. All right. Knees come in, legs stretch up, and we've got our scissor kick. So we just, one leg reaches up, the other away. Pull, pull that front leg, pull, pull from your center. Anchor the arms, the back, and find that oppositional energy of the spine. 4, 3, 2, hold it here into your bicycle. And then we reverse it. If your line again didn't go into it, there we go. And then go ahead and hug it in, feet down, hips up, take the ball between your thighs. We're going to roll up into a bridge, find it, and then just stretch one leg long, keeping those hips anchored, and then just give it a lower, and a lift. You got 5 of them. Bend and recenter, other side. Stretch it long, connect, down and up for 5. Arms reach long, palms down. And roll it down through the spine. Let's turn it. I'm going to take the ball underneath my ribs. Helps me connect to my center a little bit more. You can do it without the ball. Legs to the front corner and really line up. Hip to elbow, head to shoulders. Everything's lined up. Lift and we go front, front, back, back. We got 5 of these. Where's your oppositional energy, right? Try here. Good. And then we'll go up, down, stretching that leg super long. You got 5 of these. Ooh. And then we go back behind us, 5 each way. Get longer in that spine, pull it in, really find it, and then you stretch that leg as far as you can, keeping your long spine. Circle the other way. Yes, and then just come on up, other side. Line up. You can start to feel it, right? You can feel when you're not centered. That's a cool thing. You'll start doing it in your everyday living as well. This side always likes to move. One day they feel easy, the next they don't, right? That's what's cool about doing these 21-day challenges. You can really see what feels different day to day. Your body sure isn't different every day. Got to work with those changes. Good. Up. Press it back. Anchor that front leg and circle. What's doing the circle? Okay. Is it your hip flexor? Or are you really finding the seat, hamstring, inner thigh, outer thigh? So the whole thing, but your center too. Your back. That bottom leg's anchored. And we come on up. Oh, loveliness. All right. I'm going to do a little rolling like a ball action into a teaser, but you can do teasers any way you want. You know the preps, you know the full versions. This is your time, okay? This is what kind of feels good on my body. I'm going to put it at my ankles. All right. And you just roll back, up, and stretch. I'm going to stay up on this one. Maybe just kind of walk down and walk up. Maybe try it without letting that ball roll back and forth. And then maybe grab the ball and go down and see if I can catch it in my legs. Roll down, catch it. One more time. Who knows? Just have fun. Good job. How'd that go? All right, let's turn it. We're gonna turn it. All right, and then just place both hands on that ball again. And anchor the arms on the back. Squeeze those legs together. Come up into your extension. So you have the ball here to help you. And then you're just gonna kick those legs. And what does it feel like to really find that oppositional energy, right? And really work with it here. Pubic bone heavy, tailbone long, center pulled up. And then really lift your seat hamstring with the straightest legs that you can. Straight legs, straight, straight. Oh yeah. And then release. Good job. Sit it back. All right, we need to get some side bending in. I'm going to take the ball away. All right, so I'm going to do some mermaids. You can do whatever you want for your side bending, okay? So remember, if you're doing full mermaids, it is all about the legs and power of the pelvis. Arms on the back, and we lift up, looking down. I'm going to do 3 of them. Good. Other side. Okay. You can tell when you line up wrong. When you go up, it's like, woo. So just do adjusting as you need to. Push into those feet. Power to the pelvis, right? Good. Spin around. All right, I'm going to give myself a little boomerang. Haven't done that in a while. I love boomerangs. Do whatever else we've done that you want to do. All right, so in your longest flexion that you can, it's like spine stretch forward here, that position. Using your center to help lift the legs up and over. Open the legs, recross the other way. Come on up. 3, 2, 1. And we take it back. So it's really easy here to whip back with the upper body, like I just did in the head. Okay. Try to really pull back with the center, not too much with the arms, and lift those legs from the center. You can even just practice that. You don't have to roll all the way over. Sometimes I feel like the prep is harder. I'll do a prep for you here where you just from the center lift and lower. Right? Lift and lower. Arms on the back. I'm going to do one more. Kind of puts together everything we worked on, right? Good. And roll up through the spine. Awesome. All right. So from here, I'm going to do a little rolling again. I know we just rolled, but I'm going to do it to come up to a standing position. So if you don't want to roll and stand, just whatever you'd like to do. Okay. I'm going to get a little work going in with the, see seal. And then on the next one, I'm going to try to stand, okay? Want to do that? Feel free. Ooh. And turn it around. Awesome job. All right, I'm going to go down into some planks. These are really good for oppositional energy. So heels together, stretch your arms up, dive it. 4 walks out, right? Into your plank and land it. 3 little bends of the elbows. And then you have your little curl from the lower ribs. They pull in. So this is your hundreds curl. Keep that hundreds curl as the hips lift, but it's like you're doing your ab curl. Pull it up and come back down. 4 walks out. 2 bends. Curl it. Got 1 elbow bend coming. Scoop it up. Use that core. And come on up. Hands behind the head. Just lift the heels and lower. Head in the hands, hands into the head. Use the ankles pulling together. Find your hips, your one body unit going up and down for 3, 2, 1. Reach the arms up. Circle them around. Shake it out. Good job. How do you feel? Whew. Merry, merry. If it's you're watching me live, it's that holiday week, so hopefully you're feeling rested and energized from doing this Pilates series. And if you're watching the replay, hi, thanks for joining. So, a little bit of a flow. Still trying to really work some tools in there like the oppositional energy. So, did that feel different? Let me know in the comments if you grasped oppositional energy and if it felt good for you. So we've got, I think, like 3 more days, right? 19, 20, 21 after this. So woohoo, we're almost there. Good job. If you have any questions, please use those comments below. I love answering questions and I love hearing from you. All right. So thanks so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.